So we're back to the other end now. This is over number three. We saw the brilliant wicket earlier, saw the tactic that was in mind for the bowler and really well delivered there. He was going for those wide Yorkers and he was trying to nick and edge it onto the wicketkeeper and he delivered exactly. Brilliant plan of execution and now he's had a very good shot there. That's going to run. But the fielder there just doing a good job. Now, once again, in the attack. Just gonna get a single there, so running for the single. Now, the batter just testing out the ground there. Just taking a little walk, just preparing himself a little. So, now, maybe something disturbing him. He just seems a little uneasy there, maybe with the ground. And when we talk about the ground, of course, we're here at the Sano International Cricket Ground. This is the home of Japanese cricket here in Sano, Japan. Really, really premium facility. And here we go. Once again, just tries to nick it, but wide down the leg side. Of course, managed very well. All of this organized by the Japan Cricket Association and the JCL here in front of us. We have to thank the partners when we talk about that, don't we? MKI and Mizuno. Really, really supportive of everything that happens here. And all of this, of course, now just cutting it a little bit, going for a single, the JCL and the JPL. Really, really crucial factors in selection for, of course, the Japan national team for the international selection. Really important, the structure here. And if you want to play in the ICC Men's World Cup, well, you have to qualify, you have to go through the qualifiers, and that leads from you playing in the JCL and the JPL. So really interesting. All of this organized, elevating cricket, and now there's a huge shout, but the umpire not interested. But we're speaking about how this elevating cricket all throughout of Japan. You have more and more players involved every year, and well, all of this really leads up to better quality cricket. Every sport being promoted, and hopefully, on that note, what we think is if, of course, cricket gets that Olympic status, it'll just help grow the sports level, elevate it a little bit more here in Japan. But on that note, the elevated shot there down the leg side will fetch them 2 runs, Raj. Saying no because ultimately the fielder couldn't get there in time, and that's going to get them 4 in the end. Just talking it out. Now, once again, trying to hit it in the gap, and oh, that opportunity to catch. You can see the disappointment on the face of the wicket keeper and the bowler. There's slight disappointment, and well, Raj just gets scot free there because that's going to get him another 4, and that's a lifeline for him. So that brings the over to a close. Switch ends again, but it's now entering the fourth over here. Now, once again. Now, swing and a miss. So, getting ready once again in the attack. Now, well bowled and well, he almost got something on it. The bowler just trying to safeguard a few runs there, but couldn't stop. The ball just deflects a little and ultimately goes for a single. Now, in the attack, once again, here we come. Just trying to squeeze a single, plays it to mid off, and well, that's gonna get them another single. So, once again, now the left-hander just clipping it up. That's only gonna be single. In the attack once again. And now swing and a miss. The ball just stays low there. And they're thinking about a single there. But ultimately against it. So, change it ends once again. Now, number 9. Now he's in the attack once again. And now he's lifted it up. That might go all the way. And waiting for the signal. That's a 6. So, 6 comes up. What a brilliant shot. It was clear straight from the connection of the bat there. That would have been a 6. Now, once again, this time, well, thought about maybe just getting a single there. Well, that would have been interesting, wouldn't it? Now, of course, another dot ball that's really well bowled as well. just waiting for the next ball to come through. Molly now up to 1 and Demanta at 10 runs. Now, back in the attack, and this time another dot ball. Really good bowling there. This is the kind of bowling you want, especially in these early overs where the ball might just swing a little bit more. Once again now, what a shot there by Sundaru Dimanta. That's going to be a 6, I think. 4 has been indicated. Well, just short of the boundary, but what a shot. Brilliant shot there. You can see appreciation there from Ranjit as well. Ranjit Molly going on and saying that you've done a good job. That's a good shot, isn't it? 37 for 1 now. Madhusanka now, once again, this time trying to come out with a big return. And a good comeback for him in the end, in the final ball of the over. So, 5 overs are up now, and 37 for 1 is the score at the end of 5 overs. So now Demanta back on strike. And well, that's a good ball. There's a huge shout. You can see the wicketkeeper really excited. But yes, it was probably missing leg, wasn't it? Seemed to be. And well, worth a shout. Well, of course, if you're a bowler, you would want that, wouldn't you? Now, he's trying to play it down the ground and gets a brilliant 4 on the leg side. And once again, really good shot. Goes into the gap. It's going to get them a single. I think that's a good fielding in the end. So, just taking the guard here now. The attack now, just trying to get a single now. Gets a single, and that just rotates strike. So they're doing well to rotate strike, that's for sure. And really good job overall. It is important that they keep getting the strikes in, don't they? Molly and Demanta forming a good partnership now. And well, that is a good strike. How far is that going to go? That goes for a four. Once again, really good hitting here. Really, really good hitting here at the Sano International Cricket Ground. And we're facing, well, more importantly, we're having a cool weather here, so that does add to the situation. We're at around 15 degrees Celsius. It's good weather, it's cool weather. The batters don't sweat that much, not that much humidity, and well, you can see the wind blowing well as as anything probably. This is, of course, once again, good ball. This is a good ball right in front of us. So a good over so far, and that brings the over to an end. Really, really good over. So it's 48 for 1 now at the end of 6 overs. And well, of course, T20 rules, power play. Now, there's an interesting approach that we will see. The field might just change a little bit. And now, in the attack, or the second over, just trying to clip it slightly and gets a single towards the offside. So, of course, the captain coming in to bowl once again his second over of the day. First over, a little bit expensive by his means. Single right there. Just counting out his fielders there. We spoke earlier, of course, the power play has ended after the end of 6 overs. And now you can have five fielders outside the big circle. So obviously now your field position matters even more. Singles become a little bit easier now, but scoring those boundaries, those fours, not as easy. Of course, with the way Molly and Demanta are playing right in front of us, Demanta especially 35 so far. Well, it just makes it a confident setup for them, doesn't it? 49 on the board now, and Herat, really, really good start for him. Now, just bowling it on to the other side. And another single or four. Single added to the board now. So good start for Herat. Singles are fine, I guess, because the first over after the power play is usually the difficult one. Let's see how he approaches rest of the over here. And really good ball. Just bamboozle Molly a little bit. Dot ball right in front of us. Now, a few more maybe. Once again, Pereira thought about a single, but no was the answer from Dimanta. Once again, now shaping up to be a good over so far, but now he's hit it down the leg side. And good fielding, really good fielding in the deep. Just preventing any extra runs, just a single there. So fielding, of course, becomes a crucial part. And you've seen usually fielding is what decides the momentum of your game. Because if you're feeling very well, you're going to keep adding the pressure, and the batter starts thinking about where to hit. He keeps looking for gaps and finding none. Really good ball once again. So good over in the end, just 3 runs off it. And it's over, and it's 51 for 1 at the end of 7 overs. The 50 comes up for the team. So now just setting up his guard once again with the help of the umpire. Does that often. G2 doesn't he? Well, and that might be a wide well. An opportunity for them to run as well. Remember, run out is a possibility. Just asking from the leg umpire. And I think it was off the pitch, so that's going to be a no ball. No ball because just lost control of the ball and not a wide. That's going to be a no ball. So ultimately, a free hit there as well. Now on strike again. Now trying to hit it. The free hit there. It's going to be a wide. So change and strike, but the free hit stays. Another chance at the free hit now. Free hit still active. And now it's hit hard, it's hit in the air. Where will it go? It's hit down the line. They're going to try and get a couple of runs there. And well, 2 runs off it. Not a boundary of the free hit, but good running. Really good running. Once again, just cuts it slightly. And now this time slices it. No fielder able to take that one, so that's going to be another single. So a couple of singles and twos in this over, no boundaries yet. But those extras in the start just turning out to be a little expensive, aren't they? 4 runs without a single ball in the start there. And then a couple, and now a single. 7 runs in the over so far of the first 3 balls. 58 the score for now. Chanaka once again now. Really well played into the gap there. That's going to get him 4 runs. No fielder there. No fielder that could get there in time, rather. But really well hit. And just between fine leg and square leg there. So, 4 now. 11 runs off the over. And they're in the 60s now in the 8th over right here in front of us. Once again in the attack. And Chanaka, what can he change? An opportunity to run out, maybe? No, nothing much there. Just a single. Something needs to change for the bowling side. They took an early wicket, really, really good wicket we saw in front of us. We understood the game plan as well, but since then, there's this partnership forming between Molly and Dimantha that needs to be broken for the bowling side if they need to take something out of this game here. And meanwhile, Dimantha up to 40 from 27. Really, really good performance from him so far. That's it. 12 runs from the over. That's it to end the over. A good, good over for the batting side again. Now in the attack again. Well, this time there's a chance there. Maybe he needs to get back in time. And the overthrow ever so light. It just puts them down a little, gives them an extra, ever so slightly too harsh in the end. And well, that's something you want to avoid. You want to avoid the overthrows, but overall, really good running between the wickets. Herat now really good over previously. Now in the attack again. Look at the approach, the bowling action. Once he gets his length right, the ball really finds the right spot, doesn't it? Now, once again, Herat in the attack. And well, there's a shout there, and the finger goes up. Well, I think the batsman's not too happy with that. He was just giving some words to the umpire. But that looked a little plumb, didn't it, in the end? And there it is. They've broken the partnership. You can see the smiles on the faces, and well, the ball thrown at the umpire. They just had to backpedal a little, and there they have struck. They've broken the partnership, and the second wicket has fallen right here in front of us. So, a very, very important wicket, and this is something they've needed and wanted since a long time, haven't they? So, now they strike and do a good job here, of course, the Tokyo Serenaits at getting the second wicket. So, Demanta still at the crease. The main man, the danger man, is still there. Herat now. He's done a good job. He's gotten a good wicket, broken the partnership. The danger man is still there. That we did speak, but George now joins the foray, and well, a welcome to the party there for George with that ball there just spinning out of control, catching him off guard. But in the ninth over, of course. So just a single of this over so far that was taken by Demanta, and then Molly ended up losing his wicket. Now once again. So now 64 for 2 is the score. 9 overs, almost done. 2 balls to go in that. And Herat has really, really done a good job. It'll be interesting to see when they bring him in again. Probably somewhere close to the 12th or 13th over for his third over. And then the fourth. There's 2 overs almost done for Herat. Halfway through his spell, a really, really good spell so far, especially with the way the Tigers were scoring earlier. They were really, really running rampant for a moment there. And well, there's a shout there, but I don't think that's gonna convince the umpire once again now. So, just a little discussion right there between the batters as well. And overall, a really good over by Herat that comes to an end. 64 for 2 now, the score at the end of 9 overs. George is facing those 3 balls, and Demanta 42 from 29. Well, now the question is that does Demanta feel the pressure? Because if he loses his wicket here, they need to build up those innings once again, don't they? Sandaru Demanta now. Just a little pause. There's something that he saw in straight in his eye line, maybe. And meanwhile, the bowler just confirming his field placements as well. So now back in the attack. Good swing once again, and look at the pace there. The wicket keeper. Well, he has to face that, doesn't he? But he takes it. He takes it on his body, not shying away from anything at all. Well, of course, you can't really say anything much in this kind of position, can you? It's the captain bowling to you, Janak Veerasighe. And now it's in the air. Well, what a shot. That might go all the way. Just an opportunity there, maybe. In the end, well, just a single. For a moment, it looked like it was a chance for a catch, maybe. Well, very, very good bowling by the captain here. He has been outstanding throughout his spells across different games. And Janak Veerasinghe coming in for his second over, of course. And now, once again, captain on the mark, on the money. Just a single of the over so far. Once again, a swing and a miss. And well, he's a little question to the umpire, I think, from the batsman, whether about a wide, and it was clearly not a wide. We can see it right here in front of us. But you can understand when those wide Yorkers come in, for a moment you think that hey, the ball is so far out, but that's the game, isn't it? And if you swing too much, well, you either connect like this or you just get a nick. And they get a single there. So, a good single in the end by Gio George there, of course. So Gio George getting Demanta on strike. Just 2 runs of the over so far. Final ball of the over. And good defense there. So 3 runs of the over. Happy, happy over for the bowling side. And the captain really performing well once again. That brings the 10th over to a close. So we're done with 10 overs. We're halfway through the first innings already. 67 for 2 after 10 overs. Maybe they would have expected a little close to say 80, I think, for the batting side. But so far, so good as far as Demanta is on the pitch and Gio George just trying to find his groove as well. They have a couple more batters to come, so they have a little bit power in store. But so far, I think the bowling side will be happy, especially with how they came back into the game. 67 for 2 after 10 overs, not bad at all. And now, just a little bit of a drinks break. We'll have a short drinks break and a little bit of strategic meeting between the players, and then we go again for the other 10. So we're just about to start the second half of this first innings here in front of us, of course. 10 overs done, 67. And now we'll start just a single there. Herat back in the attack, of course. 2 overs done. Third over here for him. He has been absolutely brilliant on the money. Just tried to cut it slightly. Good running between the wickets. Now just coming out to swing it and hits it across the ground. It's going to get him a single, but you can see the intent there from Demanta. He's trying to go for the big ones. He knows they need to up the strike rate just a little bit. The past few overs, the last 4 to 5 overs, have not been as good as the first five. And now, risking the stumps a little, Jiju George there. Well, a good player at the right momentum. And now just swings it a little. Gio George will just get a single. So single, a dot, and then a single so far. Again, a good over for Herat. And now, well, there's a shout, but I think it was just a little bit high on the pads in the end. So that's the end of the over. And well, just a good conversation between the batsmen there. It's 71 for 2 after 11 overs. The Tigers, well, getting those runs step by step onto the mark on there. And well, let's just think about what the target would be in mind for them. I think at least somewhere around 150, 140, 150 if they accelerate a little bit towards the end. That's something that the Tigers would be expecting. And regardless, I think the Tokyo Serenaits would be happy with the target of 140, 150. They've bowled really well. They've come back brilliantly, just pulled the game back in their favor in the past 4 to 5 overs. We've seen those boundaries just shrink a bit, especially after the power play. Now, this time, George going for a big one. Well, we spoke about the potential of boundaries and the fielder in the deep now doing a good job, but it could have been a four there, and you could see the intent. Now, once again in the attack, and now there's a shout, huge shout down the leg, maybe. The captain just smiling there. You can see he shouted with all his might. He wanted that wicket, didn't he? So, just a leg by there. And now, Gio George on strike. And Gio George, well, wide there. What if he got a nick? Really good wicket keeping in the end. Smart wicket keeping could have easily gone for four. But, well, a small nick, sometimes that wider ball is just temptation for the batter, isn't it? To get that nick off because that wide that's going down the leg. If you just get a good nick on it, you can run away for four and also cost you your wicket. So Just a single now. So singles are coming in, a few extras as well, and Demantha maybe just wanting to accelerate a little now. We shall see. We are seeing really good with the ball, as he's proven. Of course, slightly expensive, if you even count that expensive, in the power play, 10 runs that he conceded, but not too bad considering that it was power play after all. Just a single once again, headed towards the offside, just in the gap, more square actually, and 12 singles, not a single dot ball in this over. That is a good sign. 5 runs of the over so far, just 4 balls. Gito George now. Now it swung well. And is he going to find the gap there? 4 runs. Well, we were just speaking about the boundary since the last few overs, probably, and there on the captain's pitch, he gets that 4 runs. Gito George. You knew it from the moment he struck that. He struck that with venom and he found the gap brilliantly. So 4 runs get added to the total. So now it's turning out to be a good over for the batting side. Decent 9 runs so far, 1 ball to go. Just a slight adjustment in the field setup. The umpire now in the attack, and well, that's gonna be that. So dot ball to end the over, and it's 80 for 2 at the end of 12 overs, and 3 overs up for Veera Singh. Now we get underway again. So the 13th over in front of us now. And surprisingly, well, not so surprising about it, but I thought maybe they would want to save Herat's over till the end because he's already bowled 3. He's been brilliant today. And this is the 4th one. And they choose to use Herat already. I am assuming maybe they just want that wicket of Demantha. Maybe that is the approach here. And that could very well be the case as to why they're getting Herat to finish his overs around the 13th over. Of course, they'll have a couple of fast bowlers come back towards the death overs. We know that, and maybe that's why I just wanted to use up spin now.
ऑडियन्स को रूपमा हो गया बे गरेको मान्छे सबैजना आफ्नो वाइफलाई बोकेर मिल्दैन होला यहाँ जानलाई मिल्छ त यहाँ बिचमा कोही भनेको नेटिङ रोड छ त
Once again, and this time just cuts it slightly towards mid wicket, towards cover actually, and just a single again. So quick single still rolling in, and Herat, really good spell for him after all. Once again, Herat. Now this time, that was so close yet so far. That is the wicket he wanted. Demanta up to 48, and well, just tempted there, so tempted to swing. So, 4 balls up, just 10 runs across 4 overs almost for Herat. What brilliant bowler right in front of us. Look at that once again. No dice there. Good fielding. Goes towards mid wicket, but the fielder is present there. So 2 runs of this over so far in the first 5 balls. Just 1 ball to go, and Himanta Demanta at 48 from 41 balls now. The strike rate just slowing down immensely, and now he just cuts it slightly, gets a single there. So it's 83 for 2 after 13 overs. Demanta up to 49 is going to take strike again. And now, well, in the attack. So, 14th over right in front of us. Sachin Dilanka in the attack and just getting a slight nick this time. So, the 50 is going to come up. Maybe, maybe not yet. Now, once again, just missed it slightly. And now just swings it again. Now, really hit well in the gap there. And that is going to bring up the 50 for him. So, really good performance. You can see the appreciation. The 50 comes up. The claps go up as well. And now, full toss this time. And that is not the way you want to bowl. Full toss hit by Gijo George. And the boundary. Just fielded well at the boundary. So, 3 singles of the over so far. Sachin Dilanka, good bowling so far. First over, of course, for him. It's a good over here by Dilanka. 87 for 2 after 14. One more over before enter the death overs. And George now forming a good partnership with Demanta, who's up to 50. And now, well, he starts. Is that going to carry all the way? He hits that down the line, and finally, well, they get a catch. They get another wicket. Well, the commentator's curse strikes again, doesn't it? We were just speaking about how both of them are forming a really good partnership, and the famous commentator's curse. Just getting the wicket straight away, and the Tigers now lose their third wicket. Well, they have wickets in hand, don't they? But Demanta feels like he's playing solo out there. Good contribution from George. Cannot take that away. But I think the next thing he needs is now someone just coming in and adding to the acceleration. They need to do that now, or maybe at max after an over. If they need to accelerate in the death overs, they would need more runs. Sure. Really good bowling. Tokyo Serenites take the wicket as well now. Manoj Silva, really good bowling. Good defense and well, there's a shout there. Huge shout. What part of the pad did it hit? They seem to be convinced, but the umpire's not. It's a good over, good start to the over for Manoj. And just running for a single here, getting Demanta back on strike. Now, maybe trying to get a single, just a little bit trigger happy there, Mohammad. And, well, that could have been a risky moment. They've already gotten a wicket in this over. They don't want to give a run out. Just a wicket and a single so far for Manoj Silva. And now, another shot down the leg. So, 2 runs of the over so far. Really, really good over by Manoj Silva. And we spoke about how they need to accelerate maybe after this over, if not this one. And, well, the way Manoj is bowling, he might very well come back for a few more overs. And if they're not able to target him or the fast bowler, they need to find someone who they can then go for the big runs. So it's 90 that comes up, 90 for 3 at the end of 15 overs. Really good performance by Demanta so far, of course. He's held his ground all throughout, right? 90 runs up as well. They've got wickets in hand as well. What they need now, the Tigers, is to accelerate and get those big runs. Now, in the attack, he starts. Good ball there. Really good ball. So, bringing back Sachin Dilanka in the attack again. Really good over from him last time, just 4 runs off it, and really good length deliveries. Look at that once again, this time slightly shorter. I think he could have stepped to it, Nur Mohammad, and tried to just maybe hit it across towards the leg side. Something that's all. So, just single so far in Dilanka's over. And now, slower ball. That's really smart, isn't it? Just took the pace off. And he can understand the game state very well. That's evident from the way he's playing. Took the pace off really smartly. And well, that's maybe a chance. And now, Noor Mohammad maybe just wanted to sneak a single there. So, brings the over to an end now. Really good over once again from him. 93 for 3 now. The question is now, when in the last 4 overs, I think they found it difficult. The pitch has really come back. The conditions, the weather, of course, it's a cooler weather here. It's really come back into the favor of the bowling side. And they've bowled very smartly, especially after the power play. So, 93 for 3 now. Mohammad on strike. Demanta up to 52. Now, well, that was a good ball. Really, really good ball. So back to back, good balls right in front of us. And this time, try to hit it down the leg. Has he gotten something on it? He wouldn't care there as long as he gets that single in, Noor Mohammad. And the wide indication goes up as well. Well, there it is. There they have it. Well, it was looking like they might just sneak in a stumping or two because the way the ball was pitching, it just got a little bit funny towards the end, didn't it? We saw that celebrations from the Tokyo Serenites, and they appreciated well how the batting team has played as well. So now just a little discussion on how to approach the rest of the innings, isn't it? But they've got a very important wicket right in front of us here. So the fourth wicket falls now, and they've lost Demanta on 52. He was getting a little slow with his approach. You could see that. Maybe a little tired, maybe just not being able to face up the spin. It could be either or. But Mohammad and Sarathi now on the crease. Two new batsmen, and the close to the end of the death overs now. We're up to the 17th over. And this over has been absolutely brilliant for Silva. We spoke earlier, Manoj Silva, a good over previously, got a wicket as well, and now he gets another one. So, once again now, and well, another shout. Well, he would have been on a hat trick, wouldn't he? The umpire not interested with that. But look at the quality bowling here. Really, really good bowling by Silva. And that is what is happening here in Japan, isn't it? The quality of cricket goes up year after year. This is all, of course, on the backs of brilliant development by Japan Cricket Association. And he strikes again. Well, we were just speaking about the quality bowling here. Sarathi just not being able to grapple with the ball and the spin here of Manoj Silva, and he absolutely gets a brilliant wicket right in front of us. 2 wickets in the over. And now he's put the batting side in a real conundrum, hasn't he? To end the over, just a single of it, which was the wide, and well, 2 runs technically because of the extra, the wide and the single in that wide. But other than that, an absolutely amazing spell so far. 5 runs of 2 overs and 3 wickets for Manoj Silva. That's quality bowling. That's exactly what we're talking about. That there will be bowlers coming back into the fore, and the quality of cricket really, really good. We have youth programs, we have kids developing, playing cricket all around Japan. We have so many different leagues from amateur to semi pro and beyond. Of course, we have the under 12 cricket blast, we have the under 15 league, the under 19s, the Japan Cup. All of this, of course, by the Japan Cricket Association. We have the Japan Cricket League going on right in front of us. 10 overs, 20 overs, all formats just to get those cricketers experienced in all of these conditions. And of course, the Premier Japan Premier League, which has players from the Big Bash League, mind you, happening in Australia. And one day, hopefully, players in the IPL, the Indian Premier League as well. So, bit by bit, we have venues, we have opportunities all around Japan. And today, of course, at the Sano International Cricket Ground. And well, that's a good ball. You can catch all of this action of the development of Japanese cricket. Of course, if you want to stay connected, you can follow the socials of Japan Cricket Association. You can go to Cricket Japan on Twitter. You can go to Cricket Japan on Facebook. You can go to Japan underscore cricket on Instagram and Japan Cricket on YouTube. All 4 socials will just keep you updated with what's happening with cricket in Japan all around the different leagues, the different opportunities at all age groups. And currently, we're watching this game right in front of us unfold where the Tokyo Serenaits are taking a hold of this game. So, thought about maybe something there, but good fielding. And maybe a single, maybe something more. So, Dilankana happy with the spell so far, I'm sure. He has been very, very effective as well. You see so many bowlers really step to the fore for the Tokyo Serenaits. Absolutely brilliant bowling. We've seen really good bowling by the captain, starting from him, of course, Veera Singh. Now, well, there's a shout, and this time the nod goes up. The wicket number 6 has fallen right after that boundary we saw earlier. Now it's a wicket. So Dilanka comes back really, really good. We were speaking about the bowling that we've seen here. Sachin Dilanka really good with the ball. Manoj Silva absolutely brilliant. Well, Herat, he was really effective in the early overs, and the captain Veera Singh as well. Other people contributing to this entire team effort. It's the 18th over, almost coming to the close. 6 runs of this over, one boundary that we saw, and well, 6 down now. So Sunil Jose still at the crease, and we have Nibu Thomas joining him in. Final ball. Now in the attack and well, good ball, really good ball. That was an absolutely brilliant delivery. What a treat to watch. So it's 101 to 6 at the end of 18 overs. 2 overs to go, just 12 balls. How much can they add to the total? On the current run rate that we've seen in the past 4 to 5 overs, I would say maybe 10 runs. But what they need is somewhere around 30. Maybe they can find something in the middle and end it at around 120. We will see. They need a few boundaries. I think they need to go for the big ones now. Take the risks. Let's see how they're going to approach. So, once again, just hit sliced away for 1 run. Silva once again, and now hit on the full toss. Where's it going to go? Well, 6. That was a very, very good shot. Hit on the full toss. Full toss. Something he would want to avoid. Silva really been absolutely brilliant with his pulse so far. 5 runs for 3 wickets in the first 2 overs. Now goes for a single and a 6. So 7 runs already in this over. Of course, they're taking more risks. They're going for the big shots. We expected them to. And good to see. Now, sliced at it, just defended well. Really well bowled. Good reply from Manoj Silva. Now Thomas, can he find a couple more of those big hits? And just into the ground there, single. Says no to 2 runs. Maybe, maybe could have sneaked a second, Nebu Thomas. And we saw him earlier hit that on the full toss. I thought that would have been a playbook for him to just step out of the crease and try and hit it on the full toss. We'll see if Jose does the same. Now, maybe another single, maybe something more. They're going to go back for second, and they reach there in time. So, really good running between the sticks. Really, really good running. 10 runs of the over so far, and this has been by far the most expensive over for Manoj Silva. So, a good over in the end for the batting side. 10 runs off it. And, well, they need something similar, don't they? 111 now, 10 runs, really important 10 runs. We spoke about that earlier, that they need something around 30. They're probably going to try and get something close to 20 runs in those 2 overs. And they've got 10 in the 19th over already. And if they keep up at the same rate, so just setting the field placement for the final over of the first innings, of course. And now a single. And maybe they're going to come for two, actually. Good running, really quick running between the wickets. That's what you want. Every run counts for something. Mudita now. Hashan Mudita just trying to maybe limit the singles, the doubles as well. Really good bowling earlier from him, you remember. And Hashan Mudita, final over of the game. 113 on the scoreboard now. And once again now, hit towards the off. It's going to go to cover, but nothing more than that, just a single. So singles are good for the bowling side. That's something they're going to be happy with. They're going to be fine with that. Jose now on strike. Leaving the stump, trying to cut it there. And well, ultimately, a good ball comes in and that takes the wicket. So, Jose tried to just cut it there, but the fielder there really good to respond. And that is going to be another wicket of the Tigers. 114 for 7 now. And Hashan strikes. That's a wicket for himself as well. Thomas up to 10. Jose has to go for 4. Thomas just want to come on strike, I think, and he'll have to wait for another ball now, wouldn't he? So, who's coming in now? Really good time to take a wicket. And well, now, Sachin Yuvraj Patel, UV, as the moniker goes for Yuvraj Singh as well. Yuvraj Patel, the captain here, taking on that moniker. Well, can he add a few runs, the cap here? On strike. Can he go big in the attack now, Hashan? And captain swings. Well, he swings at it just like Yuvraj would. And it's gone for a 6. What a strike. He's hit that with venom. And he's got crucial runs on the board. 120 up now for the Tigers. Really good ball. But an even better response from the batter. What a shot that is. In true UV style, he comes on, starts with a 6. That's gonna be a wide, maybe. Yes, wide is the indication, and just a little bit, just trying to tempt the wicket keeper for an overthrow. Well, cheeky behavior there from Jose. The wicket keeper just read it in the end, but from moment he was tempted to throw it, and that could have been an overthrow. Well, just moving a little bit, and now trying to find the gap. UV, is he gonna come back on strike? Yes, they're going to bring him back. The throw just a little bit extra. And now maybe a chance for a third. And a fourth maybe. Well. Catches, win matches and throws. Get you wickets. But this time, a single. Clearly a single, nothing more than that. Now gone for 4 runs. Good running between the sticks, really good running. And they capitalized completely on that. So that's 4 runs. And once again, this time trying to swing it. The wicket keeper has an opportunity. But I think he was happy with that single. He didn't want to risk another opportunity of an overthrow. So that brings the end to the first innings. That was the final ball right in front of us. And the final ball is done. The innings comes to an end. And well, we have the next innings, the chase that's going to come up very shortly. Don't go anywhere. Of course, the chase is going to come up next. The next innings after a very short break. 126 for 7 for the Tigers at the end of 20 overs. And ultimately, really good batting. They put up a good score. We spoke about 130 possibly. They went for those runs. It's 126 at the end of this innings. You'll see the performance from the batters here. Really good performance from Dimantha. We saw 52 runs from him. And in the end, well, Sachin Patil and Nebu Thomas really adding those crucial 10 runs from 6, 10 runs from 3, other contributions 4 from Sunil Jose, 9 from Noor Mohammad, and well, 9 from Molly as well. Jito George really adding a good partnership, 12 runs from him. So overall score contribution from everyone, but the 52 from Sandaru Dimanta really crucial. Well, we're going to get the second innings underway very shortly after a short break. In the meanwhile, just enjoy the weather. And well, this is all brought to you, the JCL T20 brought to you by the Japan Cricket Association's. A reminder to stay updated by following the socials here. Cricket Japan on Twitter, Cricket Japan on Facebook as well, Japan underscore cricket on Instagram, and Japan Cricket on YouTube, where you can catch these videos, these matches, the figures right here. Herat, brilliant bowling, 1 wicket, 4 overs, 2.5 economy. Really good bowling by Dilanka as well. We saw in the end, just a little expensive in the final over, but before that, really good. 13 runs overall, good, 4.33 economy. Captain Veera Singh, really effective as well, and Madhusanka just 3 overs from him, 27 runs. So that's the end of the first innings, and see you very soon for the chase.
नहीं नहीं ये आलम ने काम दिया मुझे टॉस के बाद वो टीम शीट्स का फोटो और टॉस रिजल्ट को उसको व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज करना है जो ब्रॉडकास्टर है ना उनको ये क्या कीड़ा है आलम से तो राज कपूर जैसा है जीना यहाँ मरना है हाँ मतलब वो ऑफिस में कुछ काम कर रहा था फिर टीरों में गया फिर वापस ऑफिस आया क्या चलते हैं another person to share this
So welcome back now. The chase is on. The Tokyo Sereknights, they need 127 in 120 balls. It's close to a run a ball. Of course, it's not the highest score, but as we saw in the first innings, the bowlers, spin bowlers especially, can really do a job on you. And well, Tigers will be aiming for something very similar. So, just about to start the second innings right here in front of us. This is, of course, Sahib Machra, and we're ready for the first ball of the second innings. And well, he swings at that, and there, well, almost that was a chance, maybe chance to get something like maybe a wicket. The captain, Raj, starting with the bowling right here, taking responsibility. Remember that big six he hit in the start. start of his innings as the batter right at the end. And here, well, he starts with a good ball, just a single of it. And you can see that slip there. Slip probably. And now maybe just get something on it. No, he does not. That's going to be wide ball. So, single and a wide so far. Captain in the attack now. And once again, this time maybe a wide. Yes. So you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to tempt Chanaka into hitting it down leg and maybe just a little bit edge to the wicket keeper. And the question is Hassan going to go for that? Jidin, the wicket keeper here. And now this time, towards off. Much straighter actually, hit by the batter. And with a full split almost attempted by the captain. He gives his 100%, doesn't he? And that's what you want to see from the captain. Every run matters. Hashan on strike again. Swing and a miss this time. So good bowling. Just coming back to the fore now. Yuvraj. Now once again in the attack. And now just gets a little wide once again. The leg side bowling for him. Not working as much. And of course, good bowling. I think he's trying to tempt the batsman, but more effective when bowling on the off. This time, once again, good ball. Really, really good ball. So that's what you want to see more of. Really good start to the over here by Yuvraj Patel. Of course, a few wides, and now could be an amazing shot. What a contact there by Hassan. Well, that's gone for a four. What a piece of batting. We were just saying it's a good start to the over. Of course, it's the power play. Just two fielders outside. Difficult to bowl. Not a lot of swing in the ball. So not the ideal conditions for a bowler. Of course, the opening bowlers have to face a lot of pressure. And you can see those dot balls. So it was a good start, but what a shot in front of us. There Hashan going for it and getting four of it. So Yuvraj once again on the mark. And that brings the over to an end. 8 runs off it, a single, a few wides, and that brilliant, brilliant four as well. I think that four just may be playing into the minds of UV because otherwise it would have been a very, very good start, a decent start still, and 8 off the first over. Now, so Nebu Thomas given the responsibility of the second over in front of us. 8 runs from the first over. Hashan with that really cool shot. Chanaka now facing Nibu Thomas. And trying to hit it towards the leg side there. And that goes for 4. No fielder trying to get there in time. Really difficult, of course, in the power play. Gets 4 runs off it. Once again now in the attack. And this time a much better ball. So, comes back with a good response. Nibu Thomas in the attack now. Once again, good bowling. Really good comeback for him. After that initial 4 that he went for. Really smart bowling from him. In the attack once again this time. Could be a wide. Yes, wide is the indication. That's all right. You can see his approach. You can understand what is it that he's trying to do. And that's more effective when done right rather than just shying away from it. In the attack once again, Ibu Thomas. And well, that's just gone to the fielder behind. No runs off it. But it's going to be a wide, of course, down the leg. Now, in the attack again. And this time, really good connection by Chanaka. Where's it gonna go? That goes for a 4. So 2 4s in the over. A little expensive. Remember, there was a good start for the Tigers as well in the power play. And they got those runs, a lot of those in the power play, and then really good spin bowling by the Sereknights. And well, could be something similar now. The Sereknights now getting those runs up the board. Maybe Tigers have something similar in mind, wanting to capitalize on the spinners as they come later. We shall see. But for now, a very good start for the Tokyo Serenaites. Now in the attack. So that's the end of the over. And 10 runs of this over. So 18 for no loss at the start of the game now. 2 overs done. The third over coming right in front of us. Of course, we're going to have the change in ends. And a good start for Chanaka and Hassan. Now, well, good ball this time. UV back in the attack. And now, once again, a wide that is going to be. I think he asked if there was an edge there. And once again, now trying to just hit it in the gap there. And going to get 4 runs right there. So maybe a change in field for UV right here. So really good start for the Serenite. Now in the attack. And just trying to hit it down leg. That's going to be wide again. And you could see the change in attack plan for UV. Just targeting that leg side. 2 really good balls to start with. But of course, this is the curse of the power play, if you say so, that just a little bit of a loose ball can be smashed for 4 or 6 because the field setting, only 2 fielders outside, you have to really bowl to the field than anything else. Now, just making sure there's no extra runs there. Yui in the attack. And well, good ball that time. And well, there's a shout there. Maybe up a shout. Was he out of the crease? That was cheeky from the wicket keeper. Now in the attack again. So that's the end of the over for UV, and it's 25 for no loss at the end of 3 overs, and a really good pickup for the Serenites. And now the Tigers, well, they need a wicket here, don't they? If they need to just get on the right track of protecting their target, protecting the runs, they need to take a wicket. They need to break this partnership up. Are they going to be able to do that? That's the question. Now, Nebu Thomas back in the attack and just going to be sliced away for a single there. And they're going to come back for 2, actually. Really good running. Looked to be a single, but they found good running can probably cover up the throw there. And really well done. Now, Nebu Thomas in the attack again. Well, that was a good ball, wasn't it? Good dot ball. So good start for him. And now, just trying to hit it there. That was a shout there for LBW. Just going to be a bye in the end and a single. Now, once again in the attack, and it's in the air now. Can someone get underneath it? What a catch there! What a catch there! Well, came rushing in absolutely. And well, Chanaka just laughing, just a little bit unsure. He was asking the umpire something. I think he thought it was off the pad first, but it was clearly just bounced up, took the shape off his bat, and a brilliant catch. Well, that is so important. What a moment to take that catch. So, really, really good bowling by Nebu Thomas. Gets that important wicket. And now, well, it's Herat who comes on to bat. Really good with the ball, wasn't he, Herat? Left-hander, maybe. So, Nebu Thomas, an important wicket we were discussing in the fourth over here, of course, is the power play. Now, well bowled. We're going to start with a single. Herat gets that single. Well, let's see if he can replicate his performance with the bat as he did with the ball. It was really effective, really, really good bowling by him. So, 4 runs in the over so far. Neil Thomas, really good recovery after the first over, and now in the attack once again. And just a good defense there from Hashan. He's happy with that. So, 29 for 1 at the end of 4 overs, and 2 more overs to go in the power play. And a really important wicket taken by the Tigers. So 4 overs then now. 29 for 1 is the score. A little bit of a comeback in the last 2 overs for the Tigers. Especially I think it was 25 from in the third over and before that. So now in the attack. Oh, that could have been wide maybe. Yes, it's wide. And once again, this time, a much better ball. So, just a wide so far, just that single run here for Jose. And this time, once again, good bowling it well to the field, and good fielding there as well. They're restricting the runs. And remember, this is still the power play. Only two fielders outside, but the inside of the circle really well protected so far. Now, once again, in the attack. The defense again, and Herat slightly put under pressure. Hassan just motivating him from the sidelines. So, we get an attack again. And well, gets a nick on it, maybe. Just for a moment, looked like it could maybe carry, but just flattened out in the end. So really good ball so far, really good over so far for Jose. Just the wide, and then and now. So, five balls done. Just the wide so far. That single run from the over turning out to be a really good over, the fifth over here of the power play. And now, once again against the ground. So, he's really got the number here of Herat, and Herat unable to get to striking there. And Hashan now taking on the duties as the strike will change. And Yubi just with the ball there. Is he planning to ball himself, or is he planning to just change up the attack pattern? 30 for 1 after 5 overs. They've really recovered well. And now, slightly under pressure and duress, the Tokyo Sereknights. After that great start, they've just slowed down a little. We saw that in the first innings as well, but more so after the power play. Now, this is the final over of the power play. Can they make something of it? Straight off there, it's hit down the ground, and they take that wicket. Well, there you have it. Hashan, 12 from 12, and they've taken that crucial wicket. They've broken the partnership, and they've taken out the set batter as well. Hashan has been dismissed, and look at the celebrations from the Tigers. So, what a start from Demanta. He has been absolutely incredible with the bat, and now with the ball straight off. First ball, he gets the wicket and breaks the partnership up. What a start. He wants to be the MVP right here, and he's earning that credit, isn't he? Herat just watching from the non-striker's end. And now, Manoj Silva joins him on the pitch. So, Demanta in the attack now. And well, that was wide, and that could have gone far. They're going to get a single of it, and no, that's a hit. But I think he made it just in time. It could have been a run out there. Really good direct hit. Must acknowledge that. But that's going to be a wide. So just resetting the stumps here and taking his guard again. Herat is now on strike. Silva off strike, off that white ball. 2 runs so far. In this over, of course, 32 in total. Limanta back in the attack. And well, played down the line once again. No was the call, and can he get back in time? And there it is. They get that run out. Herat has been dismissive straight to the fielder. Not sure why he saw that one there. It was always going to be difficult. Hard luck for him. I think he thinks the non-striker would have reached, especially at the other end. And now we lost Herat as well. 1 for 7. And what an over this is turning out to be. This could be a match changing over for the Tigers. It's 32 for 2 now. And Demanta, well, he takes a wicket, a wide single, and now a run out for the team. With Captain Yui just calming everyone down, getting them back in motion. Now, Demanta in the attack again. Interesting to see how this one plays out now. Because they're under pressure now. This is, of course. And now, maybe there could be a chance there to catch that one. Just slightly nicked off. Brilliant bowling by Demanta. What can this man not do? And just like that, 3 balls up in this over. Just 3 balls to go off the power play. 32 runs off the power play so far. I think they want a couple few, maybe in the next few balls if they can. Wouldn't want to risk too much. And you can see that Madhusankar just trying to calm things down there. Knows that his team has lost a little bit of steam, a little bit of momentum, and they need to build on it again. They're a very good side, Tokyo Serenaites, and they're going to prove that with the batting, maybe. Wide ball there. Madhusankar and Silva now both extremely new to the crease. And they need to try and forge a partnership of some kind in a moment like this, a tough moment. It's going to get them single here. Can they try and form a partnership, any kind of link up, maybe 20, 30 runs between them? That could be a start and then build from there. The intention seems to be there and the skill as well. Can they execute? Now, Silva facing the final ball of the over and choosing not to run for that. So it's 34 for 3 at the end of 6 overs, and that's the end of the power play. Remember, the power play is ended. Now the rules change, the fielding rule set changes once again. And well, they have the overs in hand, and they need approximately another 100 runs, or just a little short of that, 90, 97 runs. So now 34 for 3 after 6 overs. And Jose in the attack. And look at that good shot straight off the bat. Is he going to get those runs there? Coming out for 2. He thought maybe he was going to get the boundary. Good fielding at the boundary line. Really good fielding. And limits 2 runs for the team there. So, 2 runs save. A good piece of fielding. Really good strike off the bat there. Good positive connection. And Madhusanka back on strike now. Facing Jose. This time, just placed towards square there. And happy to not run for it. Jose now in the attack again. Good ball, and now similar connection this time. Where will it travel? Is it going to go all the way? And now coming back for 2. So, good running once again. Hoping, waiting for that boundary, isn't he, Madhusanka? Couple of 2s in the over so far, so 4 runs. This is the first over after the power play, of course. It's an important over to just get your bearings right. And once again, good shot to the cover, and that's going to fetch them a single. Now Silva on strike, facing Jose. Just a good defense there. Not too eager to overplay his shots, which is a smart approach. The wickets need to be protected at this stage. The total is, well, it's a good total, but it's not extremely massive. It's not that huge. Now, final ball of the over. And try to just swipe at it, but didn't get the right connection. So, it'll be 39 for 3 at the end of 7 overs. The first over after power play is over. And, 3 overs to go before the end of the first half of the innings. The drinks break will be after the 10 overs, and 3 overs to that. And looks like the Mantha is coming back in the attack, isn't he? And that is not going to be the best look for the batting side. They faced him earlier. He's taken those 2 wickets in his over, one of them, of course, being run out. But extremely crucial bowling. Really good bowler, really effective match player. Setting up the field now. Demantha now. Good shot towards the off, and that's going to get them just a single though. So, starts off with the single. Madhusanka now up to 7. Manoj Silva trying to get off strike or trying to get those runs, and now step by step building up those runs, building up that partnership, both of them. .40 mark is up for them. Now, trying to just, well, there's a shout there. It dipped and the finger goes up. So, well. What a ball that is, and what a moment. What an absolute moment, because see, you can just see a fist pump from the batter there. but he knows they've lost another important wicket right in front of us here. So Madhusanka goes as well. Every time a batsman seems to try and build an innings, try and get underway, try and build momentum, they strike. The Tigers strike, don't they? So a crucial wicket once again in the Manta's over, and Madhusanka has to walk off. It's 41 for 4 in 7.3 overs. So, the captain is now out at the crease. Veera Singhe, can he lead his team to victory? Oh, good ball, good first ball to face. Good defense as well. Demantha really bowling with a certain venom. So, Manoj Silva now just something disturbing him straight down the line. So, back again now. It's time well. Head against the ground and into the hands of the bowler. Manoj Silva, the captain Veera Singhe out there as well, just looking to calm things down, just looking to build some momentum slowly, step by step. So they're going to get a single here. So once again, that is it. That is that. And we're inching ever so closer to the innings break, to the drinks break, aren't we? Now, from the other end. So, just getting ready for the next over. Now, well, in the attack, Sankalpa, good start from him. Once again, good defense, really good bowling. Now, defense once again. In the attack once again, this time trying to swing, it's in the air. Well, can someone get underneath it? Just gonna fall in no man's land. And that's gonna get them a single. Now, once again in the attack and good defense, you can see the pressure building on both the batsmen a little bit. Silva 3 from 10 balls. Veera Singhe playing his second ball there, and Sakalpa really good on the attack. He's limiting the runs. He's bowling a really good length and line. The final ball of his over now. And well, that's just above him, isn't it? Is that going to run for four? Fielder in the deep, getting there. Coming on towards long off from a wider approach. And that's going to be it. So 2 runs from the over for Sankalpa. And it's 45 for 4 at the end of 9 overs. Just a single over before the drinks break. And then it's going to be a free for all shot once again. So Raj Munna Karoda now with the ball. First over for him. It's gonna be the 10th over of the second innings, right in front of us, right here. And well, that's a full toss, so it's gonna try and hit it down the line via Singh. And not gonna get him the boundary that he wanted. Just a little bit short and good fielding. Just a single there. Now, once again in the attack. Oh well, there he's done him. He's done him. He's got his man. And Silva has been dismissed. What a wicket. Brilliantly bowled by Kuroda. His team coming in to congratulate himself. The ball just turned inwards. Looked like it was played on. But overall, a really good wicket. Really good bowling as well. And now the Tigers in a very good position, aren't they? It's 46 for 5 now. And well, something needs to go in the favor of the Tokyo Serenites. So, Captain Veer Singh now Just talking a little to the oncoming batsman there. Yasid Nisal. Now just trying to get something on there. So, really good over so far by Kuroda. And now they're bowling once again, just against the ground. So this is turning out to be a really effective over. Now the question is, can the batting team get some runs on it? So a good over once again. Coming to an end. Look at that. The team is happy there. A little appreciation. The team just happy with the way things have panned out. They're in a very good position. The 10th over is now done. 48 for 5 at the end of the first 10 overs. Now it's time for drinks. And well, the batting team, well, Tokyo Serenaites really need to just revisit and see how they're going to approach the rest of the innings. 127 is the target. They've gotten 48 for now. And the question is, they need 79 in the next 10, and they've lost 5 wickets as well. Looks to be difficult. In a really good position, the Tigers. Now, how's it going to pan out? What's going to unfold in the next 10? So now we start once again the final 10 overs now. This is the final stretch of the second innings. It's 48 for 5 at this end of the first 10 overs. They need another 79. So they need a lot of runs. They need almost double. And well, that's going to be a full toss. No ball probably. Well, just slipped out of his hands there a little. You can see him just trying to get his grip right. And the captain, Veer Singh and Hasita still at the crease now. This is going to be the stand. They need to form Good partnership. You can see the performance so far. Everyone has added some runs, but not enough. And Dimantha, so crucial. 2 wickets and a run out in his over. So, starting now. Good start for Sankalpa. Once again in the attack. And well, that was close, wasn't it? Prabhat Sankalpa, really good bowling. Once again, that was close. So, really piling on the pressure now. Good ball once again. Tries to hit it towards the offside. Trying to steal a single, maybe two. Yes, they're going to come back for two. So that's good running between the wickets. They need these twos. They need to make the most of all these opportunities. Sankalpa once again in the attack now. Just gets a good piece of bat behind that to defend that. But really good bowling, really difficult to hit that, really difficult to lift that up as well. Now, the over in front of us. RK, as he's known affectionately by his friends. Well, Groda back in the attack. But a very crucial wicket last time out, Garuda. 56 for 5 is the score. This time is it up in the air now? Can someone get underneath it? That's going to be a 6 directly. That cannot be stopped. What a strike that is. That's what they needed. They need a few more of these, don't they, the Serenites? Karoda just went for a biggie right there. Now just taking his guard again. Up to a decent total for the captain. Oh, good defense there. Really well played. He's seeing the spin and he's discussing it with his non-striker. Just a little bit of smile. He knows what's happening there. He read the spin very well, played it on the back foot. And once again, this time gets a good connection of it, but slightly edged off in the end. And where's it going to go? I think it's going to run. Well, single of it. That brings Hasita on strike. And just played off towards cover. Now, once again, well, just bounced off the pad, but nowhere close to the wickets. So, a decent over in the end, and an even better over for the batting side, I would say, especially because of that six. So, that comes to an end. It's 64 for 5 after 12 overs. Yeah. Now in the attack, and well, gets a good connection off it once again. Only a single. Are they going to come back for two? Yes, they are. Good running. So, Yuvraj, the captain, back in the attack once again, of course. Now, good ball. Right on the money. Just gets a good piece of defensive stroke on it, and it's going to get them a single as well. Now, again, just a swing and a miss. That's going to be a dot ball. Again on the attack, UE down the leg. That's going to be another wide, isn't it? Yes, wide given. UE now back in the attack after the wide ball. Now this time on the money and has it carried to a fielder. No is the answer. It's just going to be a single. So, step by step, the runs coming in a little. 6 runs in the over so far. And now, once again, cuts it slightly, but this time the fielder's favorite. Better ball. And well, a good ball to end the over once again. So, that's the end of the 13th over. 7 runs off it, 70 for 5 after 13. Now, change in end, of course. Veera Singhe up to almost 20 runs now, just one shot of that. And he is the best possible hope now for the team to get something in their favor and get their team across the finish line, get the team to victory. Remember, Demanta, 52 runs and a few wickets as well. Well, Veer Singh has been good with the ball. Now he has to replicate this with brilliant batting as well. 70 for 5 in 13. 13 overs done. So, Gio George given the responsibility now, the 14th over. Interesting to see what he brings to the table in terms of his bowling. Now, in the attack. Just sliced it slightly. And, well, good hit in the end. So they're racking up the singles. They're doing a good job with that. Continuously making sure the singles keep coming in. We are Singh on strike now. And good defense there. Once again. And it's in the air now. Where will it carry? Just a little short. So, really good over shaping up for Gio George now. Good defense once again. And the run rate, the required run rate rather, just getting a little bit spikier each ball, each over. Because the runs they have to chase, but it's not a small total, is it? Especially not by the standards of this pitch. And what we're seeing here, good bowling, great bowling by the Tigers. They're containing it brilliantly so far. And, well, slight confusion there and good running in the end to get there. He got the stumps, but I don't think that was in time. Once again, in the attack, final ball of the over now. And, well, good bounce on that. And, well, thought about a single, but not the friendliest approach there to take that. So it's 73 for 5 at the end of 14 overs. They need 54 now in the last 6 overs. They need 9 runs per over, which is, well, not impossible, but it's getting a little difficult. They need a good over, maybe. The batting side, of course, on the bowling side, well, one one bad over could change everything for them. So they need to be consistently bowling the same way, making the right decisions. Good ball now and try to swing it, but just play it on. to his own stumps there. Really unfortunate there. And that is the breakthrough they wanted. That is the breakthrough they needed. And now another wicket falls for the Tokyo Serenaites. Great bowling there by Jose and gets an important wicket. Breaks up this partnership that was falling. The partnership was forming in front of us and now it's broken down. Now in the attack once again. And this time hit once again. So, a few runs here and there, but they need an expansive over. That's what the batting side needs, and the bowling side just needs to continue the same thing. They're doing the same way. They're on a good track right now, and a swing and a miss this time. And very well hit there. So, once again, swing and a miss now. He got a really good hit right before this one. Now, Jose trying to make a good comeback, and now once again it's in the air. Where's it gonna travel? And just short. And they get that. Look at that. Look at his expression right there. He's disappointed, isn't he? A little disappointed because now they've got that crucial wicket. What a catch there. He thought he got another six in, and that would have really changed the dynamic of the game, wouldn't it? 47 to win from 31 balls. And would have been something around 41 from 31 and would have kept him in the game as well. Veer Singh has to walk off now. Really good performance by the captain. He's upset with himself and he's upset with his luck as well because now we've lost his wicket and it is 7 down now. 2 wickets gone in this over. And 2 really new batters now at the crease. And a huge total yet to chase. This match looks to be in the favor of the Tigers now. So, what's next for the Tokyo Serenaites? It's 80 for 7 after 15 overs done. Just 5 overs to go. We're in the death overs now. It's a clear equation. 47 runs, 30 balls. Difficult, not impossible. Well, Gijo George now. Responsibility of the 16th over. Is that going to be a wide? And needs to throw back in time. And wide signaled by the umpire plus a run extra as well. So 45 needed of 30 now. And one good over can change everything still. But it looks difficult, especially after they've lost Veera Singh. Delanka and Nisal at the crease. And just a few adjustments in the field setting. You could see the captain Yui stepping up to just have a conversation with Gijo and now running back to his position. He has been a crucial factor all throughout the match here today. The captain, of course. And now, good bowling from George. Now, once again in the attack. And just keeps it low, keeps it pace off. Difficult to swing at it, and that's what Delanka was trying. He's reading the game very well, Gio George. Now in the attack again. Swings it wild this time, and now towards the leg. Is it going to get him? A boundary. Good fielding there. Really good fielding again. So, 83 for 7. Good over by George again. And now, look at the swing. You can see they have to. They know they have to go for the big ones now. They need that in every over. Because as the balls just keep reducing, it's just going to be more and more difficult for them. The required run rate going closer to 10 now. Going for a single. Are they going to get 2? No is the call. Sal now on strike. So, really good over in the end by Gijo George. He's had a great spell today, hasn't he? Just in the end, a little unfortunate, but overall a good over. The 16 overs are done, and it's 88 for 7 now. Important 4 in the end there by Delanka. The Sal now. Is it Sankalp who's going to get Sankalpa who's going to get responsibility now in the attack? And a swing and a miss again. There's a shout there. The umpire now interested. Jose once again in the attack now. 3 overs done for Jose. Just 13 runs given, 2 wickets as well. Really good over. Now, swings well there. Where's the ball going to go? Is it going to carry? Are they going to come back for 2? Yes is the answer. And he needs to rush fast. He's lost his wicket there. Well, just a little bit of confusion. Good fielding. Very good piece of fielding in the end. You can see that's why they hesitated for a moment. And especially in these situations, you can't hesitate. So, run out right there. Another wicket at a crucial time for the Tigers. And the Tokyo Serenaits really in a difficult position right now. Really played well as a team here, the Tigers. From fielding to bowling to catches to batting, everyone's contributed, everyone's fought for it. Not to take anything away from the Tokyo Serenaits, but the Tigers have shown more resilience and more game know-how today. 39 needed of 22. So, Jose back in the attack now. Swing and a miss again. So Jose in the attack again. And this time gets a good piece of connection on it. It's going to travel. And well, they got what they wanted, didn't they? Once again, for a moment, it looked like it might travel, but it's gone into the hands of the fielder there. And they've got another wicket now. Well, what an over by Jose. Now 2 wickets in this over. And they're down to the last straw now, aren't they? Really in a difficult position now. Not sure where the runs are now going to come from. So, crucial wickets, and now just going to try and shape up how they're going to approach the final wicket that they have in hand. Are they going to protect it? Are they going to try and chase down this runs fast? They don't have a lot of balls in hand. So, So into the attack once again. And well, gets something on it. And that's four. Well, that's gone for four. That's exactly what they needed. A little lucky, maybe you could say, with that cut. But well, sometimes you need luck to favor you, don't you? Nebu Thomas. Now, Nebu Thomas in the attack. Good defense. And confusion once again. Well, they have to be sure about these runs now. They have to make sure that they don't give away the wicket cheaply. So, once again, just shaping up. Nebu Thomas has been really good, effective, both ends. And now, into the attack. Good ball. Just going to be a single, maybe. So, Nebu Thomas in the attack once again. What's in his mind? Keeps it straight this time. Well, the glove just coming off from the batsman there. A little unfortunate. While he was running aggressively, trying to sneak that run in, the glove just came off. Really good bowling by Nebu Thomas. And there it is. Well, he gets his man, doesn't it? And that is that. We were thinking about it because ultimately at 9 down, there's always so much pressure. There's always a chance you're going to end up giving the wicket away. And well, that was the last ball of the innings. That was it because the chase is over. What brilliant, brilliant performance by the Tigers. They restricted brilliantly, scored those important 20, 30 runs in the end that really took them to the position. Remember those, we were about 100 runs in when the 18th over was done, and you can see Tigers are at a similar level, right, in the 18th over. But those two important overs in the end, and if you remember that overthrow that gave it 4 runs, the wides, the fours, all of that counts, and it's just those close to 27 runs, 26 runs in the last two overs that have turned the game and added that extra piece of pressure onto Tokyo Serenaites. Well, there had to be just one winner, and this time it's the Tigers. Well deserved winners. They've played really well, and they deserved ending this match in this fashion. Well, so that's it for this innings. That's it for this match. Well, I was your commentator for this game, Sahib Machar. I hope you enjoyed the game of cricket we've seen in front of us. Of course, this is T20 League and all brought to you by JCA, the Japan Cricket Association. You can follow on socials Cricket Japan on Twitter and Facebook, Japan underscore cricket on Instagram, and Japan Cricket on YouTube. This is, of course, where all the action of the growing sport of cricket and Japanese cricket can be seen. And well, for now, had to be just one winner, and the winner is, or rather, the Tigers. They've won by 31 runs. And we're going to have the next match getting underway very, very soon. And that's it for match one. The match two going to start soon.